A summary of the Lucy Letby case in focus. Here's a clear summary of the key issues in the Lucy Letby case. 1. Nature of the allegations and convictions. Lucy Letby at the Countess of Chester Hospital from 2015 to 2016 was convicted in August 2023 of murdering 7 infants and attempting to kill several others. She received whole life sentences and has since been given an additional one after a retrial in July 2024. The prosecution's case relied heavily on circumstantial evidence, her frequent presence during unexpected deaths, abnormal blood test results suggesting insulin poisoning or air embolism, alleged falsification of records, and handwritten notes interpreted as confessions. 2. Institutional response and early warnings. Hospital management was criticized for ignoring concerns raised about Letby's conduct. There were multiple alarming cases and abnormal mortality rates that were not adequately investigated at the time. A non-statutory inquiry, the Thirlwall Inquiry, was initiated. It began hearings in September 2024 to examine the failures in the neonatal unit and how concerns were handled. 3. Challenges to the prosecution evidence. A. Statistical and swipe chart reliability. The shift chart used in trial, showing Letby's presence at every suspicious incident, has been criticized for selecting and excluding cases arbitrarily and lacking transparency. Statistical analyses have highlighted the Texas sharpshooter fallacy and the prosecutor's fallacy, suggesting the cluster of deaths may have been a misinterpreted anomaly. B. Forensic and medical evidence. Experts have questioned claims of insulin poisoning, air embolism, and overfeeding. The methods described, e.g., introducing air via feeding tubes, were disputed as implausible by medical professionals. Letby's handwritten notes and diary markings were interpreted by the defense as anguished expressions of mental distress rather than admissions of guilt. The door swipe data used to track Letby's movements was found to have been mislabeled in at least one case, raising questions about its reliability. 4. Emergence of new evidence and expert disputes. International Expert Panel, Feb 2025. A 14-member panel led by neonatologist Dr. Shu Li concluded there was no medical evidence that Letby deliberately harmed the infants. Instead, factors like natural causes and substandard medical care better explain the outcomes. Media and expert commentary. Respected figures, including former Supreme Court Justice Jonathan Sumption, have highlighted the circumstantial nature of the evidence and urged a review. A senior coroner's officer who initially reviewed the deaths has publicly stated she now believes Letby may have been wrongfully convicted due to gaps in the evidence. 5. Appeals, review, and continuing investigations. Letby's legal team, led by barrister Mark McDonald, is pushing for a review by the Criminal Cases Review Commission, CCRC, arguing that forensic, statistical, and expert evidence were flawed or misinterpreted. A CCRC decision is anticipated by early 2026. Concurrently, investigations continue into possible further incidents, around 30 others, at both the Countess of Chester Hospital and Liverpool Women's Hospital. Some hospital executives have been arrested on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter. Now, her legal team is pushing for an appeal. With expert disputes, new evidence, and ongoing investigations, the case remains fair Lucy Letby. Murderer or miscarriage of justice? The inquiry and appeals may decide.